Hoy, bonitos and bonitas. Welcome to another pod episode of Super Sex XX. I'm Welly. But if you've ever scrolled the side of the internet, you might know me as Tony Orion. This podcast, it's not just a vibe, it's a whole experience. Think group chat, honesty, Marvel magic, and the energy of your favorite dance floor anthem. Before we dive into what's coming, pro tips, wild stories, and some big vibes, let's rewind a little. Every superhero has an origin story, right? And mine? It's messy, magical, and unapologetically chaotic. Get cozy, light up that Palo Santo incense, and hear me out. All right, picture this. Little Welly in Brazil. Big imagination, strict Catholic upbringing. I was that kid who was always doing the most catechism classes, religious school, church, every Sunday. But you know what? My real escape started after bedtime. At night, I sneak into my cousin's room to read his Marvel stash. Those comics, they were everything. I'd lose myself in the pages, dreaming of becoming someone extraordinary. And when I wasn't devouring pages of X-Men, I'd sneak into the living room, turn the TV to the lowest volume, and watch X-Men, the animated series. Jean Grey showed me the power of transformation. And Jubilee, she said, own your sparkle, even if the world isn't ready. Because baby, you are a firework. One time, I even tried making my own Phoenix costume out of paper and tape for Carnival. It fell apart in minutes, but you couldn't tell me I wasn't the fiercest hero in the hood. Superheroes gave me hope that being different wasn't a flaw, it was a superpower. But here's the thing, believing that about myself, that took years. Fast forward to my 20s. I was chasing big dreams, but feeling small inside. One day, an opportunity in adult entertainment came my way. I was nervous. What would people think? Could I even do it? But something inside me said, go for it. When I shot my first scene as Tony Orion, I was terrified. I overthought everything, how I looked, if I was enough. But when the director called action, something clicked. I became Tony, confident, unstoppable, and larger than life. On screen, I felt like a superhero, but off screen, I was still figuring out who I was. One night after a shoot, I was sitting alone in my apartment, staring at my reflection in the window. Takeout containers were everywhere, a glass of wine in my hand, and this thought hit me. What happens when Tony isn't enough anymore? What's next? I started thinking about what I'd seen happen to some long-term performers in the industry, how the glamour and glitz could trap you in a comfort zone, stopping you from leveling up. And I was like, nah, that's not my story. That's when my entrepreneurial switch flipped. I thought, I've got this knowledge, sexual wellness, business smarts, and real-life experience. Why not use it? And when I got nominated for the Grabby Awards Wall of Fame, it was like the universe shouting, go get it, boy. This is your time to shine. And you better believe I listened. That moment hit harder than a Taylor Swift breakup song. It was my wake-up call to figure out who I was, beyond the lights, cameras, and applause. That question, who am I when no one's watching, changed everything. It made me realize the power I had as Tony wasn't fake. It was real. The confidence, the connection, the ability to inspire people, that was me. I didn't need a stage name or a spotlight to be extraordinary. That realization was my Phoenix moment. I knew I had to pivot, not away from Tony, but towards something bigger. Something that would help others own their story and glow up too. And that's how Super Sex was born. This podcast, it's about more than my story. It's about you. finding your power and thriving in your own cosmic way. Here's the thing, babes. Life isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. Your messy, complicated, beautiful story. That's what makes you unstoppable. On Super Sex XX, we're diving into all the things. Sex positivity, because duh, self-care, navigating relationships, and finding your inner superhero. Because even when life feels like a hot mess, with the right mindset, you're a total icon. Alright, Cosmic Squad, here's your challenge. Take one step today to own your power. Write down what makes you feel unstoppable. Is it your resilience, your creativity, or your ability to make people laugh? Put it on paper and own it. Remember, some of the most beautiful songs are born from emotions transformed into powerful lyrics. Dance it out to your hype song. For me, it's yes and on repeat. Here's the trick. Let your body move however it wants to. This is called proprioception. Using your senses to connect with your surroundings and training your body to feel freedom and let go. No shame, just vibes. Send that text or DM you've been holding back. Because life's too short not to shoot your shot. Babe, who knows? It might just change everything. And even if it doesn't turn out the way you hoped, you'll feel free knowing you chose you, took the risk, and showed up for yourself. All right, fam, that's a wrap on episode 1. If you're feeling this vibe, hit that subscribe button and share it with your bestie, your boo, or even your messy ex. No judgment here. Remember, you're the star of your own constellation. Stay sexy, stay powerful, and don't let anyone dim your light. Love you, mean it. Bye.